Oh shit, but what if he dips the dip in the chips?
Or dips you in the chips.
Oh shit.
Or the
Nah,
dip.
never mind, we're out of here. Deuces, alien, we're back on the ship.
Oh no.
Hey there, Hype Hogs. Welcome to another episode of Hype Corral. Can I get a big oink oink? Oh yeah. With me, as always, for the 8th week in a row is my main mustachio man, Mr. Michael Sandio. Michael, how you feeling?
I'm doing great. You know, hey, listen, we're back. We're still doing this. For all those haters out there, it's all love.
Wow, true blessings from my main mustachioed man, Mr. Michael Santil, on all y'all haters. This week on Fly Me to the Hype, Elon Musk unveiled the prototype for his new SpaceX Starship. Michael, what do you think of the new look on this new rocket?
Hey man, I think he's drawing heavy inspiration from either The Rocketeer by Disney.
A classic.
I don't know if you remember this movie.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
quite extraordinary. And then Howard Hughes' Spruce Goose. There's something going on here. I believe he might be crazy.
Yeah, there's a strong Howard Hughes vibe coming from my man Elon. Keeps building crazy ships, tells everybody they're gonna work. I mean, so far so good.
To be honest, it looks like somebody's science fair project. If this thing gets off the ground, I would be very shocked. And it's supposed to land perpendicular.
Yeah, that's the wild thing. It looks like too science fiction-y. Like NASA stuff looks cool, but it's like, oh yeah, I can see how that's like a machine.
Yeah.
This is like, he's like, let me start with the form factor first.
Yeah.
And if it flies, that's great.
Looks like an old school toaster, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it can get the job done.
This is the weird thing. It's like either Elon is a total maniac,
Yeah.
who's like making models and then just getting them big,
Okay.
or he's like humanity's savior and is gonna build like enough rocket ships to get us all to Mars.
Yeah.
And like the only reason, like we'll have statues of him on whatever planet we end up on because he's the guy that got us off
I
Earth.
mean, he's also making these tunnels, so maybe he's building something underneath our noses?
Wait, Elon, are you just trying to get us off Earth so you can live underground?
Maybe.
Dude, that's tricky. Okay, Michael, would you rather live underground or on Mars?
I don't know. So, I think underground. Mars is pretty difficult. I mean, you could die from just like ripping your clothes. Or
Yeah.
how about you, Ryan? Would you like to live in outer space or underground on Earth?
I'm a classic Mars boy. You gotta get me up there, just because I like the seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to cuddle up in my crater with a big,
Are there trees there? What's fall look like? No, right? Spring.
just more rocks hit you, I
Jesus.
think. Yeah.
Oh, asteroids.
Oh yeah, asteroid fall.
I wonder if you jump too much, would you just like float away?
You'd have to jump pretty high, but I don't know. People tell me I got ups, so.
Oh shit. This week on Will It Drop? We're still waiting for the anticipated album by Kanye West. That's right, Jesus is King is reportedly finished, but he's still making tweaks. Ryan, when are we gonna get this album?
You know, I don't know, Michael, but I think the whole idea is genius. Like Kanye's going around and he's playing the album at listening parties, and he's seeing how people react, and then he's like making tweaks based off that. It'd be like if a chef came out to you at a restaurant and was like, taste this, and you're like, it's okay, and he's like, okay, yeah, I got you, and like ran back into the kitchen and like made something else and like brought it back, and you're like, yeah, a little bit better, but like maybe it needs like a little more salt. He's like, okay, cool.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's something else going on.
Michael, also big news, Jesus is King is not just an album, it's also an IMAX film.
Oh, well, yeah, like I can't even remember the last time I went to an IMAX movie. So do you think like this Kanye West, Jesus is King IMAX experience is like me going to Sunday service?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be filmed as a Sunday service. You might you could find your faith. Like imagine that, like you're totally surrounded. Like you'll come out of there like, you'll be ready to go to church every Sunday.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing as strong as a converter as Dolby surround sound. Whoa. You know? when you get that ratio, when you get that high resolution, you're like,
Hey, man.
wow, maybe I have seen the face of God, and it's crystal clear.
This week on Entertainment to Hype.
That
That was actually really good.
Thank you.
Anyways, so Marvel and Sony actually came into an agreement, and it looks like Spider-Man is back in the MCU.
This is really huge news, Michael. We were really close to being on a total disaster where Spider-Man was going to be out on his own little lonely island again.
You're absolutely right.
Michael, how do you think this deal went down?
I think Sony saw our episode of Hype Corral, saw that Godzilla, the Smurfs, Hancock, and the Da Vinci Code wasn't really going to work. That deal was cut because of us.
Yeah, Tom Holland, of course. Sorry, I just wanted to call you Tom because I feel like I haven't met you, but I feel like we're on that level. Yeah. You're welcome.
And on top of that, I think it's also notable to say that because of us, he still has a good, long career ahead of him.
If you get a Marvel character, you gotta park that shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't do anything crazy, keep it cool, like don't blow up, I would delete my Twitter.
You got
I would
a
let
name.
somebody handle my Instagram just so I don't fuck up anything. And I would just sit there. And then when they call your name, I'd be like, cool, I'm ready. I'd put my suit on, I'd do it, and then I'd go home and I'd just sit in a bath of money until they call me again. It's that simple.
I mean, you're right. Holland did do an awesome job at like announcing that he was back in the MCU. I think on Instagram or Twitter, one or the other, he actually posted a clip of The Wolf of Wall Street where Leo is saying,
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
Damn.
it's pretty strong, bro.
That's pretty strong.
Ryan, do you think Spider-Man's the new Tony Stark now? Who's gonna be the new leader?
The new leader of the
Back
Avengers?
at this question again.
I think it's Fat Thor. I mean, now that Fat Thor
Fat
just
Thor.
has the gut speaks authority to me.
You don't think it's gonna be like that weird Hulk, like the intellectual Hulk?
Oh, the
Hulk.
intellectual.
Hulk, the more tamed version, when does he change colors? You know, like, there's a red Hulk, there's a purple Hulk. You're still getting green.
I thought for the longest time you were making up a character called the Intellectual Hawk. It was like a smart bird man with glasses flying around and like reading a book.
I think that's Hawkeye. Hey, so that about wraps it up.
Thanks for joining us on this week's Hype Corral. Come back next week where there'll be plenty more hype.
All right, signing off from Mars.
I'm Ryan Haney.
And I'm St. Hill.
We'll see you in the stars.